Hey, Simon here from the BoxPlunge. In this video, you're gonna learn how to install this system with the SaluSpa inflatable ice bath. One thing to keep in mind is that this setup must be unplugged before plunging. That's extremely important for your safety. Also, you must use a GFCI connector all the time for both the chiller and the water pump. So make sure everything is plugged onto the same GFCI outlet or connector. So these are the materials we provide to make the ice bath SaluSpa into a cold plunge. We don't provide the screwdriver. Everything else is provided by us in the kit. This is a chiller that we're gonna install. This one is a 3rd horsepower chiller. This one is good for ambient temperatures all the way up to 98, 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Ambient temperatures above 99 degrees Fahrenheit, you should get a 1/2 horsepower chiller. It's gonna be able to keep the water at 40 Fahrenheit. This one may as well, but it may have a hard time. So make sure the ambient temperature is above 99, get a 1/2 horsepower chiller. First, you're gonna put the chiller right facing the vents, facing out, so it actually breathes. Once they both have Teflon tape, thread the connector right in there. Just like that. You want to get the hoses. There is a long one and a short one. In this case, I'm going to use the long one first. Then I thread your insulation that is included in the BoxPlunge kit. Next, get the clamp. Insert clamp and hose onto the connector. And just thread it in. And do the same with this one. Insert it in the connector. And then thread it in. Next step would be to thread the clips onto the location. The hook will go here. I'm gonna adjust this later. Then get one of the hose and thread it through the hook, right? Once you have the long hose here and the short hose here, you're gonna set up your filter, the BoxPlunge filtration system with the water pump. And the way to do that would be to first slide in the water pump base, just like that. Next, this filter, you have to thread it right in place. This setup will go inside the cold tub. The water first goes to the inlet of the water pump that has a skimmer, the BoxPlunge skimmer. It goes through here all the way, it gets filtered, and then it comes out this way to the chiller, where it gets cooled down and then it comes out cooled in. This side will be connected to the long hose. Onto here. The water pump wire can go through the loop, so you can sort of take it out like that. The mesh can go inside the wire. The filter should be swapped every 3 weeks to 1 month, depending on how many debris you bring to the cold plunge. Shower before use. You can either sort of take out the entire system and swap it outside, which is some work. You can undo the union and then flip it and change it here. You can also disconnect the hose and change the entire thing outside the cold plunge. Once you have everything settled down, you want to connect the pump and the chiller both to a GFCI. And the way I would recommend doing that is using some sort of power strip. In this case, it's this Y connector. You would connect the pump here, chiller will go here, and then both should go to the exact same EFCI. You don't want to have the pump to one EFCI and the chiller to another one, because if the pump trips, then the chiller may suffer damage. What is extremely important here is for you to unplug the entire system, the chiller and the pump, before you plunge. That's extremely important for your safety. So always unplug it before plunging. Before you plug it in, you want to fill it up with water. One thing to note is that the filter canister has a tendency to float, so make sure that's full with water before you actually fill up the tub. And also don't plug it in if it's empty. You don't want to run the chiller dry nor the water pump. So now you're ready to fill up with water, then plug it in.